I will tell you a little bit about my parents, but I think it's important to note that I was the third child and I was the second girl. So I'm not the first child that the whole family gets excited about. I'm not the first girl. And so now here I come. So there's nothing particularly remarkable about my birth. I'm neither the first, nor am I the first male or the first female, you know? And so, with that, I think that it engendered something in me from childhood. I did everything the boys did. I played soccer. I climbed trees. I ran faster than them. I had to carve out my own way. And really, my whole life, you can see how I've been carving out my own way. So I was born on October 2038. I'm still very much on top of this earth and I am kicking and I am living and I'm enjoying my life. In fact, I'm on so many different major boards. I have my grandchildren, I put in my time and I'm enjoying my life. But what people know me best for is that I served as Liberia's 24th president from 2006 to 2018 after a brutalizing, horrifying, tragic war that decimated my country. Schools were closed, no hospitals, people were hungry, women were being gang raped. In fact, the statistics say something like 70% of all the women had been sexually assaulted. At a time, bodies were piled up, mutilated, headless bodies, heads over here, in the streets of the capital of Liberia. It was a very horrifying time. It's one of the lucky ones because I did not have to stay in the country and witness that. But we will get into that later. So I'm known for that presidency because I was the first president after that civil war. Inherited, quite frankly, a nightmare. And we were over $4.7 billion in debt. We had no credit worthiness. We had no infrastructure, no running water, no electricity, no telecommunications. Do you know that when George Bush called to congratulate me on winning the presidency, we had these phones, but you needed to load money onto the phones.
Credit. Yeah.
We have a scratch cards, And in the middle of the president of the United States talking to me,
They cut off.
Because I had run out of credits. The president-elect of the country. So we're quickly winding down the window, calling the little boys that sell things on the street. Oh, yeah, bring scratch card, bring scratch card. Wow, not very presidential. And then, of course, the other reason that I'm well known and celebrated, well, there are many reasons, but it's because I also was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 2011. Now, I shared it with two other women, but if you understand the history of Liberia, the atrocities that had been carried out from one regime to another for anyone from Liberia, and then a president and a female to be awarded the Peace Prize was something quite amazing. Okay, so just to know a little bit more about my background, see, you have to understand the history of Liberia. Do you want to share some of that history? Share some of that history.